All right, so this exercise is 3 steps exercise. You want to make sure your horse is really solid with moving forward into the trot and softening up, because this is going to be, and this one you're going to want to take a lot of breaks with it as well, because we're going to be teaching the horse how to elevate his withers, and it's going to be a lot of work for him. It's going to take a lot of strength for him. It's also going to be confusing to him, because we're going to be asking him to go forward while not allowing him to. So I like to start out along a fence. That means that I only have half of one side of the horse that I have to worry about. He's going to try to move different ways, and the fence will help block one side of him. And what we're going to do is every time the horse moves in a direction we don't want him to go, we're going to counter move him back into the correct direction. So you do your other work quickly, you do the other exercises correctly, and the horse isn't going to have as hard a time with this, but we'll move it up to the trot. We'll ask him to trot. 1, 2, 3, stop with the bridle, push him up, and we want to think trot. So when I feel him want to move forward, I feel that back come up, I'll release him, and then I want him to think forward. There he's thinking back. I want him to think forward. I've checked to fix the head, and then come out of it at a trot. Now you want to be real certain that you take your leg off of him when he trots. You do not want him thinking when your leg comes off if he stops. So you push him up. When you feel him want to go forward, let him go forward, trot, take your cue off, stop him with the bridle. Soften him up, push him forward, forward, forward. Then he's going to go with his shoulder, so I'll push the shoulder back over, forward. Forward, right there, he's thinking about it. Feel his back come up, and I let him out. Again, push him up. He's thinking back, go forward, forward, head down, forward, forward. Now you can be pulled, but you're just going to hold him till he softens up, drops his nose, and thinks forward, right there. Let him go. Stop him with the bridle. Drive him forward with your leg. Forward. Move the hip back over. Forward. Move the hip back over. He doesn't. Get the hip to move over. Soften up. Think forward. Right there. And trot out. Stop him. Forward, head down, lighten up right there, forward, 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 right there, let him out, forward, just hold the pressure the same, forward, there he's sidestepping, so I'm going to fix that and go forward. The nose went down, forward, right there, and go forward, and let him go. Good. If he gets to getting a little too rude, then I'm going to move his hip, ask him to soften up. You can fix the head elevation, ask the head to go down, or you can fix it using the hip, asking that hip to move until the head comes back down again, soften up to that point of the shoulder, and then go again. Forward. Stop, soften up, and lower your head. Come off the bridle, soften up, head down, go forward right there. Soften up, right there, go forward. Forward, good. to practice this on both sides. When the horse understands it against the rail and he's doing good with it on the rail, then take him off the rail. But if he gets too upset and dancing around too much, put him back on the rail and practice some more. Helps the horse out too to only have one direction to have to worry about. Yeah, if he stops heavy, that's fine as long as he stops. Soften him up by pushing him up. When you go forward and go. Popping up. There you go. If he gets too rude, then I'm going to soften him up. Soften him up. Both legs means go. Hurry up. What I want to look for after the horse is after the horse is collecting up and stopping and starting nice, is then I want to start seeing him using this part of his neck, the first 2/3 of his neck. I want that to elevate so he can elevate his withers. So when he drops his nose too far down, that's not what we want. We want the elevation in the right there, and go forward. Elevation right there, and go forward. Forward. Go forward. Again, we use the hip for starting and stopping. So if he's refusing to go forward, then I'm going to go back to the hip and say, no, I asked you to go forward. Work the hip. And when I pick up this other side here and I ask him to soften up, that nose goes up in the air. And I'm going to keep switching sides, soften him up on both sides of his hip. So I get him to walk off nicely. Good. Good. Now go forward. Forward. Right there. Good. I'm thinking forward. Right there he's thinking back. Right there's forward. Good. Pulling down on me, so I'm just going to hold the rein. Have his head come back up. Forward. Forward. Hip over. Good. And forward. Good. Good. Forward. Forward. Good. 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 All right. So we're going to let him take a break there. You're going to keep working it until that head, there's a few times where he did it correctly, that stayed nice and light throughout, but, it's a lot of work, so we'll let him take a break.